Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone, who I learn this truth from. And peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect, my brothers that are out on the highways pushing his word and his truth in sincerity. In today's lesson, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But in today's lesson will be entitled, May One Turn Again the Arrow That is Shot of a Strong Archer. And this title came to mind when I read this article from Real News No Bullshit entitled Congress Mandates Faster Timeline for Hypersonic Interceptor Development. All right, now America is lacking in the hypersonic missile game. America don't have hypersonic missiles as well as a way to defend it. Which nations that have these type of missiles are nations like Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea. And all these nations happen to be America's enemies. Okay? Now, it don't matter if they create some type of defense against this. All your nuclear defense systems is going to fail because you Edomites, you cannot stop the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You cannot go against his will, because the Lord's will, the Lord's purpose is for this place, America, the virgin daughter of Babylon, to be destroyed. And this is why he's raising up all these nations like Russia, North Korea, China, Iran. And the Lord will even use America's allies, because the scriptures mention in Jeremiah 50, all nations that bend the bow shoot at her. And not only do you have, America's enemies, but American allies have missiles as well. And you can read Revelation 17, where the Lord's going to put in their heart to shoot missiles at this place. Because all these missiles, ICBMs, which stands for international ICBMs, spit in my mind, intercontinent ballistic missiles, okay, and hypersonic missiles. All these are part of the Lord's armory that he will soon open up against this place. That he will soon send against America, which is the virgin daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great. And since I said that, let's read Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, which you can read the whole chapter. You can read Jeremiah 50 and 51, which goes into the destruction of modern day Babylon, America, not ancient Babylon. But Jeremiah 50 and 25, it says, The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Now, what are the weapons of his indignation? The nuclear missiles. All right, when you go to Isaiah 54 and 16, the Lord said he created the waster to destroy. And now waster is the nuclear missiles, because they're literally going to destroy this place. These are the Lord's weapons. All right, and it happens to be that the Lord's given the better knowledge, the better wisdom to America's enemies, because America don't have any defense against hypersonic missiles, nor do they have hypersonic missiles themselves. All right, but Russia does. Russia have missiles, these hypersonic. Iran has these missiles. China and and North Korea. Because the Lord is raising up the these nations against this place, against the war. Russia being a captain. It says, so part of the Lord's armory is the nuclear missiles. All right. It says, verse 26, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly, that nothing of her be left. Right, man, because when the Lord is, putting these nations' heart to shoot their missiles, everything in America is going to be destroyed. All of America will be hit and be turned into one big lake of fire. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Right, and the bullocks represent these people. All right, and that includes you women and you children. Okay, because if you're not in the chariots when the time comes, all right, you're gonna feel they're gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You're gonna feel his indignation. What should scriptures say in Nahum? Who can abide his indignation? This is why the Lord is gonna beam his elect in the chariots, and we're gonna be carried up out to outer space to witness the destruction, because the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna be so great that the whole earth is gonna be shaken. You're gonna have islands that are gonna move out of their place. Okay, it says, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for the day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of his temple. Right, and that's going to be us. We're going to be the one that's going to flee and escape out of this place. We're going to see the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua upon this place. Because remember, this place has shed the blood of our people. All right, billions of or even close trillions of our people have been shed here. Okay, ever since the founding fathers found this place, ever since Esau came over here. When Esau came over here to United States of America, nothing but our blood has been shed, and that's not going to stop, man. Okay, but the Lord has those that he kept to himself, a remnant that's going to escape out of this place. Okay. It says, call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Right. Now, what is an archer? Archer is someone that shoots arrows. Okay. Now, obviously, this is not, referring to an actual archer. This is symbolic for these nations that have these nuclear capability. Okay. It says, call together the archers against Babylon. So all these nations that have missiles, and that includes America's allies, all right, they're going to come against this place. It says, all you that bend the bow, all right, all the nations that have these missiles, right, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Everything's going to be shot off. All right, even missiles that are not considered nuclear. Everything. Because remember, this is going to be a nuclear war, man. All right. And the nuclear war is no one wins that war. You can't really come victorious, because it's devastating on both sides. But considering how America gonna be compared to Russia, you could say Russia wins that war, because not all of Russia is gonna be hit with, or not all Russia is gonna be destroyed. You may have certain parts of Russia be hit with missiles, but now all of Russia will be hit, okay? But all of America, and as well all of the land of Israel, will be hit with missiles. So you can say who comes victorious, okay? But that is only because all these nations are going to come against this place. But it says, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she had done, do unto her. For she had been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Right, man. Because remember, man, all these nations are going to remember all the wickedness and all the evil that America has done. They're going to be fed up. And they're going to do nothing but destroy America. Okay? Let's see. So I want to play this video. Let's see if I still have it. Yeah, I want to play this video that basically goes into a hypersonic missile, right? What is a hypersonic missile?
Is the latest country working to acquire hypersonic missiles, but what are they and how difficult is it to build them? Al Jazeera's defence editor Alex Katopoulos explains.
An arms race is well underway to build a new kind of weapon. Hypersonic missiles have been in the news for years, but let's take a closer look at how they work and why so many countries want them. The word hypersonic means anything that moves more than 5 times the speed of sound, or Mach 5. Which is 6,174 kilometers an hour. That's 1.7 kilometers a second. Most ballistic missiles already reach these speeds, but this new class of weapon can launch and plunge back into the Earth's atmosphere, gliding on a cushion of air, taking a random path to its intended target. This makes it difficult to detect and destroy. The challenges of ensuring hypersonic missiles work are formidable. Friction from the upper atmosphere produces extremely high temperatures, as high as 2,200 degrees Celsius or more. To give this some context, titanium melts at 1,670.
So it's very hard to basically detect or even destroy these type of missiles. And if America don't even have a missile, hypersonic missile, to understand how it works, if you don't have one yourself, how you think you're able to create a defense system against it? Think about it. If you don't even have one, if you don't even have a hypersonic missile yourself, how would you be able to create a weapon, a defense system against it? You know?
Degrees. The intense speed of the missile also...
And that's why the Spirit had me tireless. Who shall turn an arrow that's shot off by a strong archer? Okay, because these nations, like a strong archer would be nation like Russia, North Korea, Iran, China, because they have more highly advanced arrows, highly advanced missiles. Okay, more than America. Okay, and just like how if you have a strong archer that's good at the bow, you know, you can't turn back. Even if you have a weak archer, you know, someone that's a newbie that's shooting arrow. Once the arrow is shot, you can never manage to, you know, stop the arrow and turn it back unless you have spiritual power. You know, you can't turn it back. So how much more with a strong archer, which I'm referring to these nations like Russia, China, Iran, North Korea. Once they shoot their missiles, there's nothing that you Americans can do. There's nothing that America can do. They can, there's no defense that can stop it, man. All right.
This is a cloud of superheated particles called plasma that surround the missile, making it very hard for radio communications to get through. Yet despite these challenges, both Russia and China have produced a range of hypersonic weapons. The United States is struggling to keep up as more countries look to these weapons in the...
Right, struggling to keep up. And look at the comment. What's a hypersonic missile? Something America doesn't have. But you know, they plan. I don't have to read this whole article. You know, the point. They plan to do this by 2029, 2030, which, you know, we're not here that long, but, you know, based off the signs that we see, it don't look like we're gonna reach that year. You know, because you know we don't know that. None of us know the exact time, the exact date that the Lord gave for this place to be destroyed, the exact hour. But we know that it's fastly approaching based off what we see going on throughout the earth. We're seeing that we're getting close. You know, Lord willing, that 2024 is the year. Okay, if you know, but it's all in the Lord's time. Okay, you saw the way it's looking. You may not even reach to 2029. Okay, but let's read 2nd Ezra 16 and 3. It says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" Right, a sword. The Lord is going to be the one to send the sword, and He's going to use these different nations. Okay, and there's nothing that you America can do to stop it. All right, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent onto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? Right. So just like how no one can stop a hungry lion in the wood or stop or quench a fire that's already been, that's started, that began to burn in the stubble. You may not. No one's gonna be able to stop or turn again the arrow that is shot off by a strong archer, which, in this case, are these different nations that have these, advanced capability. You could say Russia. You could include Russia, China, Iran, North Korea have these missiles because you can consider them a strong archer because they have not only ICBMs but they have hypersonic missiles, which is more advanced than a ICBM. Which it don't all missiles will be shot at this place, but the fact that they got hypersonic missiles that can go undetected and they cannot is very hard to hit shows you how that these nations are a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Right, because the Lord, he's bringing fire. Not only are the missiles going to bring damage, but our Lord Yahweh Shah and the angels, they're coming back to bring fire. All right, the Lord said he coming back to bring fire. That's how he's going to deal with all flesh, with fire, man. He's going to set fire to this place. All right, it's not only going to be the missiles, but it's also going to be the chariots. It says, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder out of his presence, right? Because remember, the Lord is coming to come out of his place to judge his inhabitants. All right, and if you're on earth, when the Lord brings his wrath, when he brings that fire, you're not going to be able to withstand that, man. You're going to be beaten to powder, literally. Okay? You're either going to be melted by the nuclear missiles or be turned into dust and smell of smoke by the chariots. It says, the earth quaketh in the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep. The waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Right, the earth is literally going to quake because it's going to be a nuclear war, man. All right, it's going to cause the whole earth to shake. The whole foundation of the earth to be moved out of its place. Okay? You're going to have tsunamis and all the sea life, a lot of sea life, wherever is most affected by these missiles are going to die. Okay? It says that's why, let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it was Habakkuk that said this. Well, this is a good one, but I think it's either Isaiah or let me see this one if I can find it. Oh, I can't find it. But the scriptures. Let me see. Was thy anger at the trees? So I can't find it, but it goes basically what I typed in was the Lord. I think it was Habakkuk. Pretty sure it was Habakkuk. Pretty sure it was Habakkuk, which he saw the destruction, and Habakkuk thought oh, there it is. Yeah, it was Habakkuk. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Shah. Habakkuk 3:8. It says, "Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thy anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? Thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation. Thy bow was made quite naked, and according to the oaths of the tribes, even thy word, Salah, thou didst cleave the earth with rivers, because when the Lord comes out of his place to bring judgment, a lot of things are going to be destroyed. All right, fire, trees, rivers, sea, everything's going to be out of his place, man, because the Lord is getting ready to bring judgment. Okay, this is why we're gonna need to be beamed up. But going back to 2nd Ezra 16, and 12, it says, "The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. And the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and should not miss." Right, they're not going to miss. So there's nothing that America can do to stop these missiles from coming, because they're going to hit the destination, because this is all in the hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It says, "When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." Right. Now, can you shoot an arrow from one end of the world to the other? Can you shoot an arrow from Russia to America? No, but you could definitely shoot a missile through what you call these nuclear warheads, through what you call missiles, ICBMs, or hypersonic missiles, which is a device that carries these nuclear warheads to the destination, and their destination is going to be America. Okay, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Right, because once this happens, it's never going to happen again. All right, Esau kingdom is going to be destroyed. The Lord's kingdom is going to be established forever and forever, and it will be in righteousness. Okay, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till they consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So let's end it with Joel, the 2nd chapter. And I'll start from the 7th verse. You can really start from the 1st, but it says, this goes into the destruction, but I'll get to the point. It says, "They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war." Right, because when these missiles are shot, they do what? They go out of space, and they come down to earth to hit their destination. That's what it means when it says they climb the wall like the men of war. "And they shall march everyone on his way, and they shall not break their ranks," because wherever they're destined to hit, wherever the Lord wants them to hit, they're going to hit. There's nothing that can stop them. There's nothing that can. They're not going to break the ranks. They're not going to hit, each other, even though it's going to be a bunch of missiles being shot off at once. It says, "Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the window like a thief." Right, man? Like these hypersonic missiles, they come as it could come as a thief in the night, man. There's no warning, there's no warning to it. Okay. "The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining." Why is that? Because when these missiles hit, they create a mushroom cloud, which will block off the sun, the stars, the moon. Okay. It says, "And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?" Right? Who can abide it? All right. The ones that are going to abide it are the ones that will be delivered from it. Okay. Because if you're in this fire, you're not gonna be able to bite it. All right. Let me see. Well, that would be it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach HaKodesh. Shalom.